Gap is launching this new store. It's kind of like for every generation there's a Gap. It's a little bit retro, but it's kind of going back to how Gap was originally launched. It was accessible style. It's individual. It's affordable to everybody. So they're starting these stores, and they're launching them in very big outlet malls or in shopping centers. And they're doing it location by location. And they wanted to use Twitter and Facebook to help drive traffic to the new stores. So the idea was to drive awareness of the new store, build some brand equity, get some awareness, and do some local marketing, right? Some very local-based marketing. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I did that for the Gap generation. So I used 3 different programs in Twitter to help me do this. You can decide which one works most effectively for you. But I wanted to get a feel for what people in a certain area were saying that where the store was opening up. So the first store opened up in Calgary. It's in a place called Crossiron Mills. Like something like 1 million square feet. Like internally, the place is like ginormous. So it got a lot of buzz on Twitter. People were talking about it a lot. What happened is I looked at what people were saying, for example, in Calgary, and I looked when they were talking about Crossiron Mills. I could also use a program called Nearby Tweets, look at people tweeting near Calgary within a certain mile radius, and then I could actually search by keyword. So if they said Crossiron Mills, great. If they said Gap, great. If they said I'm going shopping, great. The final program that I used was something called Tweet Search. And I used that to search for moms in Calgary. I looked at people's bios, and so all of these things helped me find Twitter users in the Calgary area who might be potential Gap generation customers. Now, what I did is something that is a little bit of direct marketing. I sent a coupon via Twitter, via Gap Generation's Twitter profile, to anyone that mentioned they were going to Crossiron Mills. So if someone said, hi, I just took my dog for a walk, or I just read this really great photography blog, I didn't send them a coupon to go to Crossiron Mills. They said, I'm going to Crossiron Mills later today, or what a great shopping center. I said, hey, if you're there and you want to check out Gap Outlet, here's the coupon. I did not feel like that was too intrusive. I think that there's many people abusing the relevance of sending coupons on Twitter, especially some of this local marketing. And I think you have to be very careful to be relevant at the risk of not, just to make sure that you don't offend anyone you send this coupon to. So this was very effective for them. They saw a huge lift in their sales, almost a triple lift in their transaction amounts with the coupons that were actually sent out their here. So the other thing we did is can
you say those 3 tools again?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you're welcome to send me an email or whatever and get some more details later. But I used Tweet Search to look at bios. I used Nearby Tweets to look at tweeters in the Calgary area and search by keyword to see what keywords showed up. And then the third one I used was called just Twitter Local. It's a steady stream of what everyone's talking about in Calgary. It's like taking your pulse. Like one night I'm sitting there listening to Calgary for 4 hours. What's everyone saying? So it's very interesting, fascinating. And you get to see, of course you start seeing people's conversations, which is insanely fascinating. It's like being, watching TV or something, but it's real life.
It's like being a voyeur.
I felt very voyeuristic, but I felt like, hey, they agreed to the Twitter terms of service, so, it's okay. So I want to spend a couple minutes talking about Facebook ads. So Facebook ads are the ads that show up at the upper right-hand page of your Facebook when you go to Facebook and you spend time there. So we thought Facebook would be really great for a couple of reasons. First of all, it allows for some very specific demographic targeting. You can do by age, by gender, by location, even by keywords like I like being a mom, I like playing with my son, I like shopping, right? And you can also test different content, and it's fairly inexpensive. You have the option of a cost per impression or cost per click off payment plan, and you bid on it, and you can embed a link. So we sort of let people, we embed this link in here. You can see we just launched our first store in Calgary. Click here to get 15% off your purchase. We also tried different content. We found the women added, and the woman ad right here, the one on the right, was way more effective with women and men than just the plain logo. So Facebook allows you to test this on the fly. You can see the results and so on. and then you can actually tailor it on the fly as well. So it's a very cost-effective way for a couple $100 a day. We were getting close to 1 million or so impressions, and we were getting some really serious click-through rates. And I want to show you, let me just show you, I'll talk about the results in just a second. So the coupon looks like this. It's just a coupon that they could click to from, okay, I know, I need to wrap it up. And we've edited the tweet, and there's landing pages now too. But, okay, the Facebook ads. I need to say one thing about Facebook ads before I wrap up, and that is Facebook ads is not user-driven advertising. People come to Facebook. 50% of people go there every day. They spend about 30 minutes. Sometimes they're on a page for a very long time. So the cost per impression can feel a little bit weird. 0.01% is average click-through rate for Facebook. So seeing a much higher click-through rate is actually very, very good in Facebook. So people get confused because it's much lower than search advertising. But for